One. Hi, everyone. I'm Denise O'Malley, the founder of You Define Wellness, and welcome to another episode of the Defining Wellness Confab. You know, if you've been following along, we're doing like 48, 49 of these sessions where I'm just introducing you to some of the health and wellness experts that I know. So as you're on your journey and trying to find people to work with, man, I've got the best people for you to be chatting with. And so I'm introducing you to some of them here. And one of them is Andrew Greer. And Andrew does sound and vibration healing. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff, so let me not jump ahead too far. Andrew, thank you for being with me this morning.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
So glad that you could. So why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about what you do?
I'm a sound therapist. I use Tibetan singing bowls in a very casual format to reduce stress, reduce anxiety, and meditate, giving people the opportunity to have a hands-off massage by using sound.
Oh, now that sounds like my kind of treatment, is just to be able to lay there and get this sound and vibrational healing. But tell me something. What is a Tibetan singing bowl?
Tibetan singing bowl is a bowl that is handcrafted, made out of 7 metals, comes with a 2,500-year history of construction that's made mostly, they're called Tibetan singing bowls, but they're actually made in Nepal. And they are an ancient art of making sound, how would you say it? Making sound help heal the body. The bowls themselves are 7 metals that are hand hammered into shape, tuned to a note, which is aligned with the chakra system of the body and used for healing.
So how does sound heal?
It realigns the water molecules of the body, which is 70% of our bodies. 70% of the earth, 70% of our body. And when you realign that 70% of the body, it tells the other 30% to do its job as well.
Thank you for saying that. I'd never heard that before.
And what happens with the bowls is the intonation and the harmonics of the bowls is actually the intonation with gravity. Mm-hmm. So they're playing the bowls and putting someone in a cloud of sound. It's actually very grounding, and it allows the body to simply go into a state of healing because it's so relaxed.
So how long is a session? And is this multiple sessions or just one and you're done?
Well, one and done would be ideal, but it doesn't really work that way. Usually a good 45-minute session will feel like a 2-hour massage. And the reason why I can put it to a 2-hour massage is I know what it takes to get off my table when I'm done. And it feels like a 2-hour massage. Very, very light, very comfortable, very relaxed.
So describe the environment when a client comes in and meets with you. I'm assuming mostly they come to your office. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so they come to your office, and I've seen your office. Your office is so cool. Mm-hmm. But so when they come in, describe the room when they're coming in for somebody who might be, this is a little bit different. I've never done this before. What are they going to experience?
They're going to experience a very relaxing environment to come in, possibly have some tea, talk about what is going on in their life that's causing them to search out an alternative way to feel better. The main goal is to make someone or bring someone to a new level of healing within the crisis or within the issues they're having. So by coming into the office, they're going to come into a very relaxed place, lie down on a table that's very comfortable. The bowls will be placed all around them and played for the 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on what we're working on.
Okay, so you're using more than one bowl.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Using usual visit, roughly 9 to 12 bowls.
And are they of various sizes?
Yes, various sizes, various notes. All the bowls that I use are meant specifically for the chakras they are made for.
How in the world did you learn this modality?
You know, Sarin Suresti is my teacher. He's up in Boulder. He's a wonderful Nepalese teacher of this for his whole life. Basically, his upbringing was a part of these bowls, and so he shares this love with everybody.
How long did it take you to learn it? I mean, I'm sure that you're still mastering it all the time.
Working every day on it.
Yeah.
Changes every day. I happen to be right now in California, and I'm working with a group of 8 healers that set up a meditation for over 200 people every Monday night. And they've allowed me to come on in and play with them. And so constantly learning, constantly evolving on what instruments are good to use and why these sounds affect people in so many wonderful ways. But as far as working with Sarin and learning, I took a 3-level class. It was probably a little over 200 hours, and basically started my practice. And basically it was like giving me a license to drive. It said, here's the knowledge, now go out and play and see how it reacts with people and interact and allow it to heal.
So what type of things do people come to you for when they're looking for healing?
Anxiety, just stress. 90% of it is stress management. People have a hard time meditating, and they can't find a way to do it themselves. They can't take the 35 or 40 minutes to sit in a quiet spot in a comfortable position without interruption. And so I give them that opportunity.
Wow. Amazing. So I was actually talking about you recently to someone, and
Okay.
and they were asking me about the singing bowls, and I said, yeah, and this guy's in a band too. And they kind of looked at me, and I said, yeah, a singing bowl band. Explain what you do when you're getting it, and you're doing one now. It's really not a band, guys. Okay. But explain what you do in the community in Colorado, and now you're in California doing it when you have multiple people together, what that is.
Well, I am looking forward to gathering a group. I have a few on my list that I've been trying to contact, and it takes a few moments to get them together. But I do have several concerts this month coming up. They're in small venues. I'm trying to get this group together to go into larger venues. It does take a lot of instruments, and it does take a lot of talented people together to really fill the air in an environment with the energy needed. Because once you get 200 people together or 100 people together, it's a lot of bodies, it's a lot of people, and you want to have enough sound and enough coordination to have everyone be a part of that sound. So in joining these people and joining in these larger environments, having all these different instruments is very important.
So is everybody doing their own thing, or you said something about coordinating it?
In the industry in Colorado, more people are separated than joined together in the bowl industry for reasons I don't know. And I'm looking forward to the journey when I come back, because this group of people in California welcomes everyone to come. If you have a didgeridoo, if you have a free harp, if you have a gong, you can come and play with them and join the meditation, because every instrument helps in making it a better experience.
So my question is, actually, when you get all these different healers together doing the sound vibration, is everybody doing their own thing, or is it in concert together that you have a plan?
No, it is planned. It goes from gongs to bowls to glass bowls to harps to ring sticks to didgeridoos to thunder drums to drums to water and to bowls, and then to verbal ending meditation. It goes through a whole concert. It goes through a whole format of taking people from 0 to 29,000 feet.
So I haven't shared is this weekend I'm actually going to a sound healing.
Are you going to Boulder?
No, it's not in Boulder. It's in Aurora at the New Dawn Center for Spiritual Living, they have a sound healing session for 1 or 2 hours, I think. And
Who's, if I don't mind asking, do you know who it is?
I'll find out and I'll get you the information.
Please
I
do.
really,
That's
I
exciting.
really remember.
That's exciting.
Yeah, yeah. And I am excited about it because I want to, I've heard so much about it. I've heard you talking about it. We have a couple of other practitioners in the Unifying Wellness Network who also deal with sound. And so I've heard a lot about it, but I've never experienced it myself. So I'm going in as a newbie. So all these questions I'm asking you is to
Bring,
give me education.
bring yourself a comfortable yoga mat, a blanket, keep yourself warm. If there's air conditioning in there, you're going to want to keep yourself warm. A pillow if you'd like your head to be comfortable. And just relax. I'm doing a 4-part series this August, which is quite unique.
Wow.
I'm doing every Monday night at Cornerstone Books.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing from 6:30 to 8:30. I'm doing this 4-part series. It's Let It Go. It's Attracted. The third is Love, and the fourth is Harmony.
Oh, you'll have to make sure you give me some information.
And this is a small venue. This is for 20 people or less.
Yeah. Yeah. For those who are watching this that are in the Denver metro area, you can Google for Cornerstone Books. I can tell you it's on Hamden or in 285, just east of Broadway, over by Swedish Medical Center. So definitely stop by. It's a great little bookstore too. I just gave them a plug.
Yeah. We love them. They're wonderful.
Awesome. So tell me where, I'm jumping to a question I normally have at the end, but what is it that you want to be sharing with everyone in this call that I haven't asked you about yet?
Trying alternative healing options and working with their bodies to utilize the talents of the many people that are out there, whether it's me with bowls or a talented massage therapist who has a special technique, or a dietitian if that's your problem, working with different people and getting good answers that direct you in your health journey is what I want people to get out of everything that Unifying Wellness does. Putting enough people up on that board to go, there's no excuse I can't find someone to help me.
Yeah, exactly.
I think people are running around in crisis state going, I don't feel well, or my body hurts, my hands hurt, my feet hurt, and they don't have to. They're only hurting because they're not doing enough about it.
Yeah.
Or not doing anything about it.
Tell me about your practice. Let's talk about that. The office environment that you work in, you're one of the owners, I believe, of Colorado Colonics and Detox Center in Inglewood, Colorado, over there by Swedish Hospital. But what other services are you guys offering in your practice?
Well, Lisa, my wife is a colonic therapist, and we specialize together in helping people to detox, whether it be liver, whole body, heavy metals, just making the digestive system a healthy system and making the body feel great. And that's what we focus in our environment. From the foot cleanses that we offer, to massage therapy, to iridology, especially the sound healing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do you ever have clients who will do the sound healing first and then do the colonic the same day, so it relaxes them?
Absolutely. It definitely sets a different tone for the colonic. A lot of people find it, especially on a first visit, they'll find that a little intimidating, and relaxing them first definitely helps.
Yeah. So, interesting question for you. We have a lot of our practitioners who can work with anyone, anywhere in the world. Are you able to work with people using technology, or is it only in person?
I've put together a CD. I have not printed it yet in its entirety to make it something people can plug and play. Does it work? Yes. It's way more effective when you're in it than when you're just listening to it through an electronic device.
Yeah, well, I'll be very interested in that CD when you get that done.
I can't wait to hear your experience this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that someone else is doing other concerts, and I can't wait to find out who they are to get them all together to put on a major concert. something that's 2-3 hours long that people walk out of with a whole new life experience.
Well, that's something that we could put on the agenda for 2020 to see if we can coordinate a concert in the Metro Denver area.
That'd be fantastic.
I think it would be a lot of fun. It would be. We'll have to talk about that more. We've got some good plans together.
I think the movement in Colorado has been more competitive healers, and I think that's very old school. And I think that more of the healers are joining together to realize that healing someone is a gift, and utilizing all the talents around us to really get the client or the friend or the relative on a good healthy path takes more than one person. And so as more practitioners realize that, joining forces and putting people on a lifestyle change program just makes them feel fantastic. They don't feel like they just have one person to go to. They feel like they have a group of people.
Thank you for mentioning that, because it does take a village. It does take a community. One person, I think, cannot heal all things or help facilitate someone on their healthy living path. They've got to know that there's other people to work with in order to make that reality happen.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're all about. That's what you're all about. That's why I like you so much. So
yeah, I think the holistic community is growing leaps and bounds. And as long as we can keep connected and allow patients, clients to feel themselves out in the environment, whether it's chiropractic, massage, singing bowls, colonics, iridology, foot detoxing, dietary stuff, nutritionalists, all working together, it gives them the opportunity to spend their money correctly, which is a big part of holistic healing, because very few of us are able to charge through insurance. So making good choices for the client and helping them without wasting their precious dollars is also very important.
And, that's so important that so many people will not step outside of the medical insurance world because they know that they have to pay for it themselves. And when you're working with healers that are cognizant of that and saying, let's make the best use of your dollars and make them go as efficiently as possible, it's not as scary a thing as a lot of people think that it will be when you step outside of medical insurance.
True. And for myself and Lisa, we would, at Colorado Colonics and Detox, we don't turn down anyone because of that. We expect people to know that we have expenses and we want them to come on in, but we also know that we want to heal. We want to use our talents to make it a better environment for them. So we work with people on almost every aspect of the financing and or being able to come in without having that stigma or threat that it's going to cost them a fortune.
And that's one of the benefits of working with somebody who owns their practice as an independent, and I'm talking to the audience on this one, as opposed to maybe a franchise or a hospital or a large organization. When you're working with independent health and wellness professionals, they really are committed to your health and well-being. And so many of them will work with you when it comes to those finances because they'd rather that you be healthy than not. So thank you for mentioning that, Andrew. I really appreciate that. Any closing words from you?
Love to everybody.
Love to everyone. I love that. So I'm going to, Andrew and Colorado Colonics and Detox are part of the Untitled Wellness Network. And a lot of people don't know what we're all about. So I want to explain that real quick. We are a network of health and wellness professionals from across the country. We have practitioners right now in 8 states. We're adding 3 more states here very, very, very soon. We intend to be in all 50 states as soon as we can, before I retire at least. And one of the things that's different about our provider directory, and even if you're not part of the products that I'm going to tell you about in a minute, you can still access it to find someone. And the reason why you want to use our directory is because our providers are vetted, meaning that I do a criminal background investigation. We are looking at their disciplinary actions and stipulations against any licenses they may hold. Are they a legal business? We look at their online reputation as well. So while it shouldn't be your only gauge in terms of working with someone, you need to do your own due diligence. At least you know somebody has looked at them, and that's what sets us apart from so many others out there. But when you have a network of wellness professionals we are a community, we can do things like create an employee benefit program for the workplace. So if you are looking for an employee benefit program that covers things like what Andrew spoke about today, by all means, you want to take a look at our product. We also have a catalog of health and wellness educators. These are our providers who want to share their expertise in the workplace as a lunch and learn, or in the community, or even for school groups. And it's a great catalog of classes. Some of them are available worldwide. Go and download it from our website. It's free to download it. And we also have a product for health and wellness products and services where you can get a discount. And this is for individuals, retirees, self-employed, and those who do not have our employee benefit program in place. So you can also access people who are in our network who offer a discount for those who present this card. And it's something that you can use as many times as you want. You can loan it to your friends, family, your next door neighbor. Anyone who presents it can use it. And we do have a one-time fee on it. It's half price until August 1st. It's only $49.50. It never expires. We never charge you another penny for keeping that card. And just go to youdefinewellness.com and check it out. And while you're there, check out the Holistic Healing Workplace Crisis Support Team. This is a nonprofit that we will be spinning off. It's because our providers care about the people in their community. And we know that when crisis hits the workplace, that counselors and psychotherapists are great, but it's not enough. And so we can go in and help with acupuncturists, energy, sound healing, massage therapists. There's 130 different modalities. And the reason for that is because when trauma hits, physical trauma, emotional trauma, it resides in the body. And if left untreated, you will see it crop up in days, weeks, months, and even years later. And so we can help with that. And we are doing a fundraiser through the Defining Wellness Confab that if you are so inclined to help support getting this nonprofit off the ground, feel free to make a donation at paypal.me/youdefinewellness. And last but not least, here is the contact information for Andrew. Love the website address of ccdc.love, and the phone number to reach out to him and see if there's something that he can do to help you. Give them a call and see what you can work out on that. Andrew, thank you.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Yeah, especially with what you're doing there in California right now. So thank you for taking the time, getting up early, and chatting with me today. It means a lot to me. Absolutely. Yep. And for all of you who are watching this, wherever you have found this recording, we encourage you to go over to YouTube, put You Define Wellness in the search bar. You will find our channel. While you're there, follow us, and so that you can get notifications of everything. All 46 of the presentations that we're doing during this confab will be uploaded to it. But you know what? We have dozens of other things already on there. So check it out. Get to know some of the health and wellness practitioners that we work with. And thank you very much for joining us. And one last time,
have a great day.
Yes.
Make it an amazing day, everybody.
Yes.